Run for us, go for us. Yeah.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Green Bay. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irvin, and he'll get about 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready. 70 Timberwolf, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Play action now. Jackson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd down. Jackson. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbor. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. This one caught before. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
Jackson up top again. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
You can feel them start to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. Got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Ravens. His 4th TD grab of the season. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Like it. Go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot. It's hot.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Going right, it's taken in. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a 1st down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
13.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Again, it's Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. As you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to the first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
A gain of 14. First down. Ravens.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's in! Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Ravens move out on top. 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll go again with Irvin. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Third down and 14.
Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the second time. That's fielded at about the 18. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Second and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On third down, Jackson exiting the pocket right. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
27-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ha, ha.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And a nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
He's tackled at the
Had ourselves a bit of a one-man wrecking crew out there for a minute, huh, Mike? I mean, dishing out punishment to every defender in his way. I'll tell you, the next guy who comes in one-on-one, he's going to have that run in the back of his mind.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Rocco, go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Forced out wide. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And now it's 4th down. Don't want to risk getting pinned even deeper, so he makes the fair catch at the 6.
At their own 6-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds up at the 25-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Baltimore.
Anytime you decide to drop back to pass this deep in your own territory, that quarterback has to have a clock in his head. Get the ball out of my hand. In this case, checks it down to his back, picks up a nice gain, gives the offense a little breathing room.
Out to his right. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Throwing Jackson. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Second down and 8. Now Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That last completion is going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. Jackson now. He'll find his man, Lambert Smith.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Neighbors in motion. Jackson on 3rd and 2. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
13.
Now Jackson on 4th down. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the connection on 4th. He's going to give the ball over on down.
Okay, ready?
Turnover on down.
Here we go. Nice. Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
First down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and
He'll drop to throw. That's to the sideline. Reeled in by Golden. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41.
First and 10 at the 41.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Anthony Gould was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Carrington Valentine there on the tackle.
Gain of 2 brings up second and
8. Look him up on a second down and 8. Jackson looking to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
On first down, here's Irvin. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw. To the 8. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Ravens. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
That's the point is good.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Back.
Here's Irvin. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Right back to Irving. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Quick throw taken by Pitts. And we'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He keeps it himself. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
70 Lions.
They'll look to throw. Moving outside the pocket. This one is caught in the end zone for a touchdown for now. There's a penalty flag back in the backfield.
Ready up. Let's go now. Panther 6, Cougar 19.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
On the ready. 2. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On first and 10, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And we're up and down just shy of the 40. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down. On play action, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Second down, Jackson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
You know, so far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
In motion comes Walker. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
In punt formation.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds. Inside the 5-yard line. This is Irving, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Second and 7.
Here we go. Mustang Knights.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he is out of bounds. They'll mark him just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Packers.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is brought in. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Third time today, he's intercepted.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. And one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score again. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his sixth this year.
How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux Mesa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Shut up. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll swing this out wide to Irvin. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Hey, report. What?
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete. Blake Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. And they blocked the kick.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Panther 60.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
Ready, set.
1st and 10.
Another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll run with Irvin. There he goes. Inside the 30. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
3 more yards. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Ravens 28, Packers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards.
On the play. And the Baltimore first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this has got to take advantage. And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back, and he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Jackson up top again, moving to his right. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready?
The handoff is Irvin. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Ready?
He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Short throw taken by Pitt. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
8 yards.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
19! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
They'll stick with him again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Packers going to use their final timeout now. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
Come on, come on.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. On the run to the right. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit.
Ravens 35. Packers 14.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. Receiver in motion, headed left. Here we go. One final play. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Evan